What's up, plebs? That's mean. What? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another playthrough of Tangle Tower. What does pleb mean?
Plebeian.
Plebeian?
Plebeian was a lower class person in Rome.
Oh, that's mean. Okay. We might all be low class here if you're watching our channel. I don't know. Anyways, this is Tangle Tower. This was a murder mystery game that I was playing quite literally like a year ago, and I never fucking continued it. A lot of shit happened, so I got very busy. And we barely had any playthroughs. So let's keep going. It's been a year. I don't remember almost anything that happened in this game. Oh, it's not even properly full screen. And this is why I should do tech tests, but I don't. Oh my god, I have to rearrange the whole thing. Sorry. Please hold. There we go. Much better. Okay, you should be hearing the background music. Let me know if it's too loud at any point. I will turn it down. Whew, okay. Oh, I have 0 of something, and I don't know what. Right, so let's have a brief refresh about what happened. Freya Fellow was murdered. Hang on, it'll tell me. Murder victim. Freya Fellow, 19, died whilst painting a portrait of Flora Fellow. Flora's tower. Flora was present as she was posing for the portrait. Freya Fellow was found lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. No weapon was found at the scene, but the subject of Freya's unfinished painting is holding a knife. The red color on the tip of the knife is not paint. It was discovered to be blood. So she was painting Flora. Flora was quite literally in that tower. I have everyone's movements listed here. And we can see who she's related to. Crazy rich people all live together and someone killed grandma. No, that's the plot of Agatha Christie's Towards Zero. Okay, so next we got Felix. Hot. He was in the workshop. He went into Fritz's room to find something. Then he heard her scream and then went to the tower. So basically, I have everyone's movements. I don't have any, information about anybody. This is a detective lady who is also looking into this family. This suspicious family. I have a bunch of objects as well. For example, here is one of the paintings. It looks like it may connect to something else. What else do I have? This is just what the tower looks like. This is the case file that we got at the beginning of the game. What else? Damaged tape. It's a recording of somebody walking outdoors with a distorted humming melody. A harp statue that has some kind of puzzle on it. I don't remember what any of these symbols are from. A letter that says the combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you've memorized it, destroy it. I do not agree with your reasons. You will not find it down there. I don't remember what any of this is from. So this is the painting. Now, there is a type of bird that I also have information of. And it has the same... Its feathers resemble the knife. And it only eats a particular plant that is on the painting itself. You can see it's on the left and the right, but if we go back to the tower, I noticed that one of those potted plants was not there. See, there is one plant on the left.
A little pot plant, balanced on the window ledge.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
In the painting, there was two.
The unfinished portrait?
So, what? Freya was killed halfway through painting it?
Looks that way.
So, yeah, lots of suspicious shit.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
Palette is ready. Paint's loaded onto it. The largest is a blob of black in the middle. The paintbrush is still covered with dried red paint.
Freya's painting supplies.
All of which are cracked down one side. There's a lot of things in this room that are cracked down one side. Let's talk to her. I mean, I've already got all this information. And I can ask their statement, I can ask them about anything that's here. What I don't have is a reason why that she is suspicious. I need more information from other people. Like this.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
So yeah, I found almost everything I needed to in most of these rooms.
Smells like a forest in here.
There's a faded mural on
When
the
I was a
wall.
kid, I never knew the difference between a mural and a mosaic.
You still don't know, do you?
No.
Alright, let's talk to her. So here's my
I need to
suspicion.
confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot
You play the
like
fucking
yours,
piano!
To be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not
'Cause it's pink.
my color.
Okay. Somebody gave it to you as a gift. No. You used to like
You
these
used
colors.
to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
Clue to compare something that proves Poppy used to like these colors. The photo.
We'll get to that in a minute.
What?
No.
Is that not her looking all bright and happy?
How does that prove that she likes that color?
Because she's wearing pink.
She.
Oh no, that's
There.
her, isn't it?
That's her, and she's wearing even more pink, and
Let's
also
take
with
a
the
closer
cassette
look
tape.
at this.
I was the wrong person. So... Wait, how do I... The pink cassette tape, found at the crime scene, matches the pink cassette tape player that was used by Poppy in this photo.
The pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Okay. Huh. How do I prove that that's her in the photo? The other half? I can give it a try.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy hates Fifi and Freya
Poppy
now.
hates Fifi and Freya now.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
What?
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Okay. Everything in that room is cracked down the middle. Where's my... This tape. The gramophone itself has a giant crack down the middle. The paintings, the paints in the room are all cracked down the middle. Don't know what that means yet, though.
Could it be that a sound was played that caused all of the certain items to crack?
That would make sense. This has broken glass in it, almost like sound came out. But I don't know what that means yet.
The tape had...
It could be that the sound of the murder happening was obvious. The thing we see in every murder mystery, the sound of the murder happened much later to draw everyone there.
Maybe.
There's a statue that has headphones on it. I don't know what that has to do with it, but that does seem like one of the things. Who do we talk to next? Where do we go? I'm gonna play it in the gramophone again if I can. I want to hear what's on it. Is it just piano?
It's piano music.
Is that all? It is just piano music. Okay.
The whole room
Yeah,
is...
there might be a reason for that.
Okay. Where to now? I don't remember which one Felix is. Oh, Hot Dad. Okay. I'm just gonna double check this room because I don't remember anything.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does he do?
Well, if you tell too many lies, he appears at the end of your bed in the middle of the night.
Oh.
A little hand-painted statue.
How can you tell it's hand-painted?
Well, the paints are right there on the desk. Also, I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
Oh, I don't remember finding this. Wooden carving of a man holding a sword. The model has been hand-painted, but the paint is not skillfully applied. Skillfully is spelled wrong. 2 L's in skill? Yellow, blue, black, and white paints were found nearby. These all have mountains on them. I can't investigate this.
I think they've done this backwards, where it's 2 L's for...
There are
skill.
mountains on this. And in Freya's paint room, there is one paint that has a mountain on it. So this paint was borrowed, or placed at the scene of the crime afterwards.
Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Right.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
There's a mountain and a sea monster.
A mountain, a palm tree, and a sea monster on the left. So the sea monster's on the left, the palm tree's on the right, so E3. It could also be I4.
But there's dimensions to it, so go back to it, the painting. So the serpent
Sea
is
monster
closest
is
to the
close,
X.
then the mountain, then the palm tree. Sea monster's close.
The mountain has to be farther away than the sea monster. The palm tree has to be the farthest. It's this one.
Sea monster on the left, mountain on the right, palm tree. So H6.
H6.
I still have. It was
that's the direction
facing
it has to go.
west.
Yes.
That's done it.
Neat.
How did I
What
miss
was in
that
the
before?
box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
It's the rest of the family. A model resembling a child with green hair, a woman with gray hair, red and white beard, broad-shouldered man. Models have been hand-painted. It is not skillfully applied. Pot of red paints and brush and black. This is the paint that should be in the tower, because it's got the little squiggle on it. But I still don't know what that's for yet. I have to use that later. Okay, there's another.
A map with a dotted line.
That's a very boring way to describe a treasure map. It's a drinking horn.
Is it full of ale? Or mead, maybe?
Right now, it's just full of dust.
Oh. It's Earth.
If Earth was made of paper and gave off a gentle pink light.
Puffer fish?
Yes. It's also a lamp, for some reason. A hammock.
I would politely describe it as,
It's a magic lamp. Can we summon the genie?
if we get really stuck, sure.
Okay, let's talk to him. Okay. Well, I have no information. Can I ask him about an object? No.
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor.
Why did it say I should talk to him if I don't have any information? Do I just need to talk to everyone one more time?
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
It's too cloudy to see.
It's also daytime.
Maybe it just meant you still had more stuff to click. That's possible, but it said I needed to talk to him. Now it said to talk to Professor Pointer, and so I'm
It's
here.
too cloudy.
It's also daytime.
And it's nothing's...
There's something kinda... I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to? It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you from, Sally? It's a chart of the solar system. Which planet are you?
It's the same thing.
A picture frame.
With no picture.
With missing
It's
picture,
full of tea, but it's gone.
Criminal.
which means it's one of the 2 pictures that have been ripped in half.
We already solved it.
Right, okay. The game told me to talk to him, but when I talk to him, it says I've already done all these things and that I have a locked thing that I can't ask about yet because I don't have particular items or whatever. So maybe I just have to keep going around and finding anything I missed.
And have you talked to everyone?
Yes, hang on a sec. So this means that I have talked to everyone about their movements. I have found a suspicion about her, the one that I just did where I was grabbing items that disproved something. But I don't have ones for everyone else. So the game was giving me a hint to say go talk to this character, but I didn't have the option of asking any more extra questions.
You might have to redo one of the
Yeah, so like Aaron says, maybe I just have to find extra stuff that I missed in a different room. Like I haven't clicked everything.
What is it?
It's a large device.
You're not wrong.
I may as well just go room by room.
You had a notebook. Did it have anything on it?
What?
In the astronomy tower, you had a notebook.
It's tidier than my desk.
No.
The notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
Yeah, but it's not helpful.
It's tidier than the note.
So, even the most well-used notebook.
It's tidier than
So,
note.
even the most well-used.
A game
Something
theory?
I just
Does
expect.
it not compare to
More books.
a spyglass?
See, that's the
They're
thing.
in
I feel
very
like
good condition.
if there was an important book, then it would
Pretty.
be be noted.
Pretty.
So now you're just hunting.
Okay, what did the... Like, see, every time it's telling me to talk to all these extra characters.
Could it be that now that you've discovered more stuff, it'll unlock more dialogue options?
Is there anything out here I've missed?
What is this thing?
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock with 4 faces.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
Oh, you have to make them all make the same shape.
Or in the same position. Or in the correct position, it says.
Oh!
So moving any of the hands turns the adjacent like cogs on a machine.
Oh, there's that one, that one, there's that one. Yeah. Okay, so... These are numbers, though. That one's clearly a 12, right?
What?
12. This is a 6. That's a 3.
So what is this?
It's either a 6 or a 9.
Oh, okay, I see.
Do you see the number?
It's kind of like half. It's
This is a
doubling on
6.
itself.
Because this has the weird little tick there. That's also a 6. This is a 12. This is
Or
a
just 2.
3. So... Oh, I hate this. Because I know what I have to do. Is it a 6 or a 9? If this is 3, 6, 12, and then 9? No, wait. That's that position on the clock. That's that position on the clock. So this would be... What would it have to be facing?
If it's 9,
9
it's
would
on
be
this side.
on the left there, but that moves that.
So you
So I
have
need to move this. No.
because that's 6 on the bottom.
I need this one to end up here.
These two are now in sync with each other. It's just these two that need to be rotated.
Yeah. That needs to end up there. This needs to end up.
6 is at the bottom. If that's a 6, that's at the bottom. So it's, and 3.
But it doesn't look like a 6 there.
So it's if it's a 9, it's all the way on the
Yeah,
other
it's
side.
9.
3.
I think it has to be 9 there. 12, 36, 9. So I'll use this to rotate that. And I'll use this to rotate this.
That should be it.
That's the one.
Yay!
Not bad.
What's in the box?
A little tool thing?
Telescope.
Looks like a telescope.
How
but
did
I'm
I
not
miss that
actually
this
sure
first time?
What it is?
A small brass tool with a curved large lens. It has a screw at the base. Now where can I use that?
Probably at the astronomy tower.
That
my
is a
guess.
good call.
Unless there is some other
A wooden
observation
trunk.
I want one.
There's a metal plaque on
Is
the
there a
back.
message engraved on
I
it?
think there wasn't one, but someone scratched it off.
Interesting.
It's a sea serpent turned into stone by a wizard,
Ah, if you say so. What happened to its head?
beheaded by the same wizard. More of that weird lake water.
Really makes me wonder how this structure is supported. Yeah, are we on an island or what?
Beats me.
Let's talk to her while we're here. Nope. Okay.
Hi. A pointless little stone
I
tower.
don't know. Might
Want
be.
to play hide and seek?
I could be persuaded.
Okay. So there was an astronomy tower. Where can we screw that thing in?
Yeah, it's too cloudy.
It's also daytime.
What's this?
Oh, we
It
have
looks
to
like it
present
might
an
be a
item
telescope.
to a character.
Thought you might know something about it.
So
Well,
stupid.
it certainly is a telescope.
Okay, he's
It
now
has a
telling us
part
about the
there to screw
telescope.
onto a tripod, you see? It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
You could see it into someone's... Okay, so I can present an item to the character. Jesus Christ.
Poppy's two closest friends.
And then it'll tell me if we've
Freya
talked
looks
about it
so
or not.
innocent there.
Okay, so let's go back to the guy who made the models. And ask him about the models. It's been so long, I forgot how this game works. Okay, so click here, and now ask about... these paints.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Now tell us about the other paints.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course, I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well away from Tangle Tower. Safety first and all that.
Okay, tell us about the other
Ah,
ones.
you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
forget whose diary this is.
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive.
See, I do
but a
hate
little
this, and I can
miserable for my taste.
click on all of them and eventually get what I need.
I'm as
I would just try
confused
to
as you are.
Remember what these characters are. Like, what's the important thing these characters talk about?
It's
I mean, it doesn't
unlike
hurt
her
to.
leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes.
It doesn't hurt to
So
just
we shall.
inquire.
Yeah.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. Now this is still in very good condition, apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning.
Let's go back to the tower and ask her about the tape. She's
Nothing.
not saying shit. How about this one? Nothing.
About the paint portrait.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife.
Okay.
Do you recognize any of these feathers?
I may as well just clear out everything with her.
No, I wouldn't bother. Intriguing.
Flora, this
is in this room.
Your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
You were in the fucking
Is this your
room
gramophone?
when she was murdered.
Do you know why it's cracked?
Saying protecting someone.
Yeah, I may as well just lock all of these off.
Do you know anything about this beetle?
The other thing is that your own detectives will probably ask.
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general?
See, I wouldn't bother doing all of them.
There is some dialogue. Whatever, it'll take one more minute. God, she's a frosty bitch, Aaron says.
Yeah.
I need to figure out whose diary this is.
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Well, I would say go talk to Fifi now and ask her about the models because she might be able to tell you who the models are.
I can ask her if I haven't already about the sheet music.
Yeah, it's mine.
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my first lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me, if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Can you play it
Can
for
you
us?
play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Alright, the gramophone.
It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
Okay, how about
Don't
this
look at
statue in
me.
your room?
I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano. Those pedals,
What about them?
it's nothing. They're just unusual. Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they
Okay.
looked like headphones. Like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Okay, let's go talk to them now before I forget.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
Okay, tell me about this plant.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
Okay, what about this
This
potted
is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
Okay, that was slightly unhelpful. How about
What's
this
with the
section?
broken glass?
Nothing. Okay. How about
That's
this?
quite sweet, really.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Okay, so who's PP? It's either Penny or Poppy. Let's curve out.
Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah. I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
Didn't help. Okay, so it's the other lady then.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Okay, not her.
Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style.
Okay, you know about birds?
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
Okay, tell us
I
about
must
this
say
bird.
the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Well, I'm
Oh,
Grimoire.
that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
Okay. Tell us about
Somebody
this bird.
taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
Well, what about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, it was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
See, this is frustrating because, like, you think she's going to tell you a shitload about birds or whatever.
Ooh, a secret diary.
But maybe
That's our
that's
guess, too.
the,
Excellent.
Okay, let's go ask about this diary. Maybe that's the red herring is like, oh, just because I have a bird item doesn't mean I should give it to the bird person.
It's an illustrated
And it's
book,
been left
or it was left
Ever
open.
so slightly unnerving.
Yeah, I already did that. Hey, you. This fucking
book.
yours?
My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Okay.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next!
This is frustrating. Okay, I forgot to ask the plant guy about the flower petals.
Those petals.
Yes.
What?
They're red.
Fuck off. See, like, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
What does that mean?
Freya's best work, in my opinion. How odd. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay. Which one's Poppy? Okay. Okay, so you. Tell me about the damage.
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
Well, we've already talked about that.
I need to confirm something with
Confirm away.
you. What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to...
Okay, but we already did that.
Who plays the violin?
It's pretty dead, so I'm guessing nobody.
What objects do I have? Talk to Fitz about what? Clearly there's something that I need to ask him about.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know?
I can't believe I
Just
missed
the way
all this
she-
fucking dialogue before.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
Okay.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Okay. So Freya and Flora. What else do I ask about?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Yeah.
It would have been a beautiful painting. Rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at. Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise.
Really? Wait, who the fuck's Fiona? Fifi's Fiona? Oh, okay. Thank you.
belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Well, who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It could only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Okay. Do you have a tripod? No.
Books about insects.
Well, theoretically. There's not a single book on that shelf.
Huh.
But you had that
Oh,
paper
yeah.
about the bug.
Now, this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah. You could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh. You wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Okay.
Do you know
Why is
who
this
was
bird
reading
book
this
open?
book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time.
There's too many things to constantly ask everybody about. What?
Maybe if she's the scientist lady, right?
Yeah.
Would she be able to identify the 4 feathers?
What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
Nope.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is. I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it
To
whatsoever.
find out what this painting is.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting.
Huh?
Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Because I asked him. I don't know why that popped up just now, but okay.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Oh, because
Yeah, it's creepy.
we said it's a knife,
But
and they
we
said
didn't
that's what you
find a
think it
knife
is.
anywhere in the room. So, what's going on?
Is it a... I think it's not a knife.
I think it's the feather of that
It's
bird.
not
Yes.
a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Let's do it.
Let's take a closer look at this.
It's actually just a feather.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Purple, yellow. No, it doesn't match. Anything to suggest the ink dip bird was red and white. A red and white bird?
That's the thing. Oh, the bottles. Remember, he has the model, and there's a bird that's red and white.
Oh, yeah.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, Why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Okay.
The ink tip bird.
Hang on. Was Penny's pet betrayed Flora attacked Florist?
The ink tip bird was her pet. She kept the feather as something for her.
Attacked Flora. No, okay. The bird was either Flora or Freya's pet. Let's try this.
The ink
Yep.
bird was Flora's pet.
The ink tip
so
bird
she
was
kept
Flora's pet, so
a
she kept a single
feather
feather
to remember it
remember.
by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
So you could walk around and still hear.
All right.
with the-
So
what's
she
going
was
on.
holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd
The
keep
whole
it
game
somewhere
is
close
voiced,
by.
which is cool.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
Oh, I don't know. In the book, no. Oh yeah, the egg.
That we opened
It's empty
it.
now.
It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Drawings of Flora and a small bird. There's a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Aww. Okay.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Alright, we've literally asked her everything. Can go ask the bird lady about the bird.
Yeah.
I don't think she knows anything.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Painted models.
If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind.
Oh.
I've already showed her the bird things.
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
Okay.
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
Is this that butterfly you were talking about?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, is that it?
No, that would be a butterfly.
Oh.
A little writing desk.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's... I don't like mirrors. They steal your
How
soul.
do you get your hair so symmetrical without using a mirror?
I do it by weight. I can feel if one side is heavier than the other.
What's those little windows down there?
I think they're there for draining rainwater.
Oh.
What else? It's Plus the other detective lady. About some stuff. Or some.
You can literally give her the case file.
You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint.
Okay,
I
what do you
admit,
think this is?
it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to
Is
take
that
a photo.
you?
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference.
This photo is something that we don't know, and it's part of like a conspiracy board, but I don't know where that is.
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
Oh,
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
A giant glowing gemstone full of plants.
AKA a greenhouse.
I don't need to know anything about the.
You ask him about the potted plant.
A little chart of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about. Kinda reminds me of a periodic table.
I was gonna say it's a chemical chart. I don't know what the fuck it means.
1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 7, and 6.
Greek letters, I think. What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot. That's a handsome beetle. Looks like he might have magic powers.
Tell me
You
about
ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
Interesting.
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Yeah, I know.
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking about it once.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
Okay, so let's go ask Poppy about the harp statue.
And Freya, for that matter. Everything we ask Poppy about, we should ask Freya about. Well, yeah.
What do you make of this statue?
I know that's the only harp in
No,
the whole
Freya's
of Tangle
dead.
Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about
Is
the
it Freya's
symbols?
dead or is it Flora?
One
I
of
don't
them
know.
looks like piano keys.
Yeah. Weird.
Okay.
We'll ask Freya about it.
No, Freya's the one who's dead.
Oh.
We can ask her about Freya.
Hard of head, but free of mind. Unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond. Behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied. It's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
She said something that reminded me. There is a pond here that clearly goes down to this aquarium.
Okay.
But I feel like there's something in between here
A
that's
hidden
missing. Yeah. Because the latch on the pond is broken.
We already solved it.
Right. There's also a few
Fifi's got something pinned
conspiracy
up.
What is all
board,
this?
including pictures of us.
I think it's meant to be just who likes who. She likes him.
Then that means this is her client.
Oh yeah, who they're connected to, I guess.
Did you notice who isn't on here?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. And Fifi herself.
But there's nothing in this room to suggest that there might be like a wall that we're not seeing.
Yeah. Is the garden a location?
That's something.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
And I have no information about this flower yet. I even asked the flower guy. Oh yeah, we can go here. There's a statue with a bunch of the
Giant
feathers
stone
on it.
frog? Love it.
Yeah, he's got his tongue out like he's...
Except those aren't snowflakes.
That's where I
They're
found these
feathers.
feathers. This is the statue wearing the headphones. And then this has been
A
broken
little
open.
pond.
It looks really, really deep for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges too?
Oh, yeah. What are you supposed they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it. That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon. It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very...
The roses are bright red.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly.
Now this room does connect to
The door into Poppy's room.
Poppy's
So
room and
only
Fitz's
Poppy and
room.
Fitz can get into the garden?
Ah, I guess so.
So only they would know about those rose petals.
What
I
about
think
that
I
bust?
already.
What about that marble bust in the back there?
This?
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make. More egg statues.
I don't get it.
Well,
What do you mean?
an egg has got to be the easiest. More egg statues.
don't
Well,
get
an
it.
egg has got to be the.
An egg statue in every corner. Is there going to be a giant frog monster in this aquarium?
It's so relaxed. I might just stay here.
Oh, shall I go finish the invest?
That'd be great.
I'm gonna go ask Poppy about the rose petals. I think we already did though. Yeah, she didn't have anything to say.
How sweet. Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No. Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like something she'd use, don't you think?
Oh, let's
I
put the photo in
don't
individually.
know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Just get this clear
Yeah.
because we already talked
come
about
you're
the
not in it?
suspicions thing, but
You're
not
friends
in
with them
this.
too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable. I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
May as well just
Don't
ask
you
her
think
about
that's
everything.
weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
So few things left to ask her then as well.
So
with
there are
everything.
2 families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora's a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
Not sure who to ask.
There's
what.
something
Oh,
about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
what? Why is that popping up now? Or
I'm
am I?
guessing it's because it has a certain amount of.
I have to ask other people a bunch of questions first.
No, it's like it's the game's second secret hint system. Like you're taking too long to solve the mystery. We're just gonna push you on the way after you chase down so many.
But I already asked her about the diary.
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
But now it's telling me that I should ask her about make
Is
her
this your
suspicious.
diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation.
But why didn't this
Very
happen
well.
when I asked her about
A
it in
fairly
the first
common
place?
concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10.
So there are secrets written in here?
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
I don't think it's her diary at all. There's a big star on it. It doesn't match her vibe or clothing or outfit.
It's not a diary at all.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't
No.
look unused.
Okay. Someone
It's
else's
somebody
diary.
else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Well, there's a big star on it, so maybe.
It also has a pink lock. Someone else.
There's nothing pink on the diary.
The lock is pink.
The lock is what?
The lock on the diary is a different diary.
No. Oh, she's literally
Let's take a
holding
closer
the
look
photo.
at this.
Freya.
This blue book is somewhat similar to the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Okay. It's the same thing.
This blue
There we
book
go.
is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright.
Okay.
Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
A bunch of pictures of boys. It's back, in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up that painting. Soul Bearer Works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Soul Bearer Works. What's that? Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5 eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I stole the promise to keep. I'll do my best. She can do with a little company. What? What does that mean? Curiouser and curiouser. I have 2 something. I need 2 more. Found my way into the middle, surprisingly simple compared to the heart. All 5 eyes blacked out. One, two, three, four, 5. Found my way into the middle.
With the eyes blacked out.
Finally, we get to investigate
It's
him.
not that
Don't ruin this.
That's a
What
family trait.
I
is...
think it's a family trait.
That's Freya. She's dead. Fitz is the buff guy who works in the garden. Poppy's the... what's her name?
There's the sea serpent.
There's
There's the bird.
Pretty. 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 Pretty.
Thanks.
It's a big glass tube filled with water.
There are weeds in there.
It's an aquarium?
Could be. Except there's nothing living anymore.
It's not locked. It's not locked.
A door.
Oh, what's behind
A
it?
room.
Let's go back to here where we found the harp.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
The game is literally telling me you don't have the clues you need.
Let's come back later.
Spooky. What do you think it's for?
I think it's to scare
Is it
away-
working?
No. It's a
I
stone.
think it's supposed to look like an egg.
What animal?
Hawk.
Right. A hawk bear lizard.
I'm sure there's anything else. Oh, is there something?
Spooky. What do you think it's
I
for?
think it's
Is it working?
no.
Yeah, I don't know where else to. Well, this one. Yeah, grab a seat. This is Freya's room. Maybe there's something we missed in here.
Not the kind of lamp I...
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something. That painting.
Why would you want it looming over your bed?
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere it creates.
The atmosphere of...
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the floor.
It's a photograph.
There's got to be like a conspiracy board somewhere.
Even though someone's been tracking in mud from outside. It's a little glass
I
box.
think it's a
Come
vivarium.
again?
See the leaves and twigs in there? Might have been for keeping insects.
A pillow with a paw.
It's a cushion.
Yeah, but that doesn't alliterate. It's a...
I think it looks more like a whale.
Fine, it's a
Could
whale.
also be a shark.
Drawings.
What's that one on the left?
Looks like two people. One of them's holding a red rose.
Oh. Oh, I never found this before. The drawing of Poppy and Fitz was done in the rooftop garden, and that's the detective. The drawing of Poppy and Fitz down in the garden, Fitz is holding a red rose. I guess now I can ask them about that. Yeah, I don't think I had that before.
You didn't more closely examine the clues?
Yes.
Well, it should, oh, but can you click on anything, or is it just a zoom in?
It's just as
Okay, never mind.
yeah, you can't.
Never mind.
So this is the map of where everyone is and all the rooms. This is a hint system. Before I do that, was there something else you wanted to look at?
Not that I can think of.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you? In the rooftop garden, I think? With Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done?
His girlfriend asked him to play the piano. Asked what the sheet music.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she
Or
started
that
learning.
girlfriend,
She's
I
improved a
think
lot
that's the
since
sister.
then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
Any idea who this is?
No idea. It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
Two people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be three.
Checkmate.
There's very few things left in this game.
Yes.
That's where we came from.
It's a bird bath.
Of a broken egg.
Is that just rainwater?
The birds seem to like it.
They're even
There's-
singing
we
a
keep
little
saying
tune.
how the water seems very weird.
Please don't do that.
And he puts it in, we saw that the soil is like blue.
It's just an archway, but it seems like...
Too late.
I wish I told you whose room is whose before you enter it. Yeah. Library. Okay.
Library, main hall, yada yada.
That's not her. That's not Fifi's room, though.
No.
But you can ask her about another person. Yeah, click on herself. See
Name.
what happens.
Fiona Fellow. Age 19. Likes the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of humankind. Notes. Kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer
How
to...
come you prefer...
How come you prefer...
How are you related to the other?
Fitz is my...
Was?
I do not know if Blake...
And what about Freya?
We share exactly...
Who are the two in the photo again?
Poppy and Fitz.
In the photo.
Yeah. What photo?
No, that's a picture.
Oh, okay.
This
Her-
photo.
that's her, Poppy,
Freya.
and Freya.
Freya. So
That's past Poppy before she went emo.
Yes.
So,
Name,
the last one.
Poppy Pointer. Age, 19.
Everyone's 19
Profession,
in here.
oh. Apparently, Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had, of course, originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Name, Freya Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given
That's the other
rule,
thing. The writing
was
is
not
very
at all
good
like
in
this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became, 1, increasingly independent, and 2, increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds like quite a team.
Pardon me. I leaned forward to throw garbage out, and I ended up just coughing into the microphone. They can ask our mother sister.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
That's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that?
Fair enough.
Between the lips, a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost where liberation lays, in the center of a maze. That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
Ask her about fits.
Sure.
Softly does the flower grow,
Not gonna be
all in
helpful.
time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
Thanks for listening.
If you want, you can hear him recount other information too.
Okay.
The harp.
Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
So we've got a bird room, we've got a piano room. I don't know what the bell and the lips could be
Did
on
we,
the harp.
have we?
Yes, that is
Fitz's.
Felix and Poppy. No, there's no information about that. Like I've asked, ask him. I've asked everyone, but they don't really say
I've
anything.
never seen that before. Looks valuable. My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
You say "oh" like that. That's some big reveal of something.
It's just character stuff. I mean, we really should just ask everyone about everyone.
Yes, and every object as well.
I would say every object.
It seems like that's the way of progressing.
An old wooden mask.
Probably cursed.
What is it?
He's an imp.
What does
Oh.
Well, if you tell...
You did that
Oh.
already.
Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just
Oh.
meant to, because we both wear, you know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure.
Those far
There
rights
is
or
no
whatever.
treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
Should we go ask her about
What's this all about? Some kind of rare
Just immediately.
jewel?
Immediately.
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
I gotta talk to her about it?
Yeah.
Or about him? I realized we should be asking her about other people
Yes.
as well. Because we haven't done that yet.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
You know we're trying to solve a murder, right? Ask her about Pointer.
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself.
Why were your...
What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Oh, well, that's the first person we got asked about.
Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, Detective.
We should ask Pointer about her and about the beetle. Because it seems like the two of them are working together.
What?
Because what's her name had a
Oh, Phoebe had a line.
conspiracy board.
Alright. Hello, Professor Pointer. We have some questions about...
Hard to read, that one. But she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Wow.
Rude.
Ask him about the beetle thing.
Oh, yes.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid.
Wait
I
a
think it must be
second.
I'm not the first.
Wait a second.
Wait, why are you skipping all this?
Sorry. I mean, because it didn't seem relevant. But, I just realized something about the beetle. Number, periodic element.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Did you press escape and it full screen?
I think I hit tab or something. Where?
That was in the garden.
Garden.
No, oh, sorry, the greenhouse. That was a Canadian loon, I think. Yeah, on the wall, right?
A little chart of... Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
So, I forgot what.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot.
I think it was number 7.
4
4.
gold. 4 is gold.
A little chart of... Actually, I have no idea what...
4 gold.
Kind of reminds me of a periodic table.
No.
What do you make
Not
of
a whole lot.
Do you think it's a sentence?
It could be. It could also be a formula of some kind.
it? This one's in a little...
Okay, that is...
Looks like a gemstone. Don't you think?
We have that item already.
Oh.
Click the little hint button at the top right. Let's see what it thinks we should.
We should talk to Penny. Who's Penny?
Bird. There's something clearly we haven't asked her about.
Hey, Penny.
Harp statue.
I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though.
Oh, is it full? Let's see.
Pardon me. Sorry for leaning forward and burping right into the thing again. Ask about the beetle.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rude.
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here,
Or
how she looks now.
Wow.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
I hate.
Classic murder mystery
Yeah.
attitude.
Oh,
Everyone has something to
did you talk
hide,
to
even
Poppy
if it
already?
has nothing to do with the murder.
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
Yeah, I may as well just be asking
She'd
everyone
sit in the
about
aviary.
everything.
First thing in the morning. And paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my
Genevieve.
21st
Okay.
birthday, she gave me a framed painting.
Oh wait, maybe it was just
All
be spelled
the
differently.
birds from a
Poppy and
single
Penny are
spring.
fighting over Fitz.
With their names written
okay.
underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her. But she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
Ask her about Fitz.
Isn't he strapping?
Yep.
He
yep.
is big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input. She mostly
click on
ignores
everyone.
me if I'm honest.
How come?
Clearly,
Well,
I wasn't playing this game
We're
properly.
not quite on the
first time.
same intellectual level.
Oh. you don't need to.
Oh no, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it. Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait. Is that... Is that me?
What can you tell us about this person? Enter. Oh, the ask her about the
You recognize it?
the notes.
Color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
Ask her about the notes.
That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business. Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Okay.
Exit now? Maybe it'll give us a suspicion thing.
There's
Bam!
something
Yes.
about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something.
Okay,
Let's
so we
ask
do
her
need
about it.
2 connecting things, typically.
So... Yeah. We found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red
They're from
roses.
red roses. And there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses. And who they belong to.
So,
The drawings.
Freya's drawings.
Play.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget,
birds.
Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
One of Penny's birds stole. Was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz. Her birds took the flower. Yeah, but I don't think it was Penny's flower because it doesn't match.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and distract them. Almost. Maybe just...
What's the rest of these on the right?
And steal evidence from them. If they were planning to murder. And steal money from them. It didn't work.
Try steal evidence.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those 2 have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden.
Feathers.
Let's take a closer look at these.
There. Green bird. Green easy. Left behind by.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop
We
garden.
probably could have used the purple one as well.
Yes.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't a burden to bear.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. See, now it's like, well, now what do we do with that information? I guess go talk to the Poppy and Fitz about it. Ask about Penny.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Good. It's good.
And now Poppy.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Okay.
Is something wrong?
Okay. The plant. Oh, we already asked about that.
Yeah, we
there was
asked
no
about it.
information.
She was always kind. To me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working. Sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd
That
put a
was the
handful of
terrarium
beetles
store.
and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
Okay.
Have you met this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
Well,
She
We got
questioned
Poppy
me.
about Penny.
About what?
My
that's
work,
good idea.
the
Didn't
plants,
I just ask about
bit of
Penny?
everything.
Did she search the
No,
greenhouse?
ask
No,
Poppy.
she didn't.
Oh,
About
You sure?
Penny.
Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me. I can tell.
Have we asked everybody about that painting in the room?
There's something
Oh,
about
okay.
Hawkshaw's handheld microscope.
Oh.
Something suspicious.
Yeah, we just gotta keep clicking
Let's
shit till
ask
the
her
game
about it.
gives us things to
I
do.
guess so. So now let's go.
Because we talked to her about the telescope so long ago.
We
This
have a
little
suspicion.
microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense.
Oh, but it's
if
because
you
we
knew
asked
what
him
my
about
client
her.
had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
The golden beetle.
Yeah.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
It's already.
Oh, yes,
So,
I
that's
forgot,
what
yeah.
you
It's
were
all-
looking for in the
all it
greenhouse?
is.
This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse. It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
The handheld microscope,
No?
according to Hawkshaw, almost. Maybe just change.
No, not according to Hawkshaw. Sorry, according to...
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
Cowboy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
What does the outfit remind you of?
Sorry, but we're way off
That's
track.
a good question.
What's the deal with the little
Like a Devil May
telescope?
Cry outfit
A
or
memento.
something.
My
It does
child.
feel very anime, yes.
Little more than a toy.
Little
Why did you
Helsing.
bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor
Yeah.
Pointer who had hired me, I
Well,
dared
it's
to
kinda like a
consider it
Sith
something
Lord.
of a planetary
Yes,
alignment.
looks like the
I
red
had hoped he
guards.
might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Yeah, ask her about... Oh, never mind. Go back to the front door. We haven't been there in a while. It's possible we've missed...
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened. Let's read it.
No, we found that.
Isn't
we
that...
didn't?
No, definitely.
It's the thing that says, like, get rid of it once you have it. Yeah.
You took the O.
Oh.
What?
Oh. There's an O on the floor.
Oh yeah. Tangle.
Twar.
Oh.
Ah, there's a heart engraved in the tree. I didn't know people actually did that.
PPFF.
Poppy, Fifi.
What? Yeah, I can click that.
Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
No, I think he'll just sign it.
Okay, well, the bell...
Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would
There
we
should
not?
be
It's a little melody.
something... The combination... There's a combination on that harp for bell, lips, piano, and bird. I don't know what the lips could be,
What
but
is that?
we don't
think
have the
it's a family tree.
symbols.
It's not locked.
Yeah, we can go into those rooms.
Oh, yeah. It is these rooms.
Yes. We could search another bedroom that's empty that we haven't looked in. I really want to find out what this painting is.
That painting is really...
Why?
Maybe
And
Freya
that
enjoyed
picture
that.
is-
Here.
Hang on.
Oh wait,
There's
is that
a
a
smaller
trapdoor
version down
under
by the
bed?
floor.
It's
Oh,
a
that's the
photograph.
We already got that.
It looks like it's part of like a conspiracy board. Like,
It looks like lines have been drawn on it.
click this. That's like a trapdoor.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It
No
is.
windows either.
No, maybe not.
Just little trinkets.
Let's leave them alone.
Try the vents.
Do you think this was always
I don't know.
no windows either?
Timmy's room. The flower. There's some. Oh wait, what's this?
Looks like nature invited itself.
Rude. Does it look like it's says XI or is that just?
I think that's just meant to be texturing. I think it was an actual quote with the
Poppy's room. I haven't looked in here recently though.
More handwritten sheet music.
A single red rose.
How
very...
Yeah, weird.
We already solved it.
Yeah, it was a puzzle that had that item in
Various handmade
What do you think those symbols are?
Hopefully...
Gloomy.
it.
But
Very
roomy.
Kingdom Hearts music.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
Suspicious.
We already solved it.
Oh. PPFF. Have we been asking people about the trowel?
Yeah. So far they haven't had anything. So that
It's a
potted
little handmade
plant.
card.
I think
Inside it
belongs.
says, to Fitz, from PP.
That potted plant belongs in the thing. Wait, go back and click on it. The one on the shelf.
That poor plant.
Looks pretty healthy to me.
Healthy, but I think it would rather be outside.
I think that belongs on
The door's
shelf
unlocked.
outside.
Finally.
Say it again.
In the painting, there is a potted plant that's missing from the room.
There it is. The
So...
looks that way.
See, one on the left and one on the right.
Yes.
And then in here, there's only one.
A little pot plant.
It's the only plant in the entire room.
Oh. That certainly is a detail.
Half the room is a big...
I don't know if you can call it an open... It's more like a sudden absence of wall.
2 leaves versus 3. Oh, the leaves are different as well? Aaron says.
Oh, I thought maybe it'd be.
It had fallen?
Yeah.
But that's why I think he very easily could have taken it into his room.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
Oh, no, he asked about function.
Trying to think if there's anyone we haven't asked about Freya
It's another
He's playing on
Ezo, so...
Well, they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Well, I guess back to clicking on one person and then asking them about everything.
Every single thing.
Because I don't know what other leads there is right now.
That's the thing.
Except to ask Poppy about the plants. because he said she was interested in them, and I didn't ask her yet, because I thought she was only interested in music.
Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right.
And there's this fruit.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess.
It's a bit shit.
But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that.
Okay then. And just keep clicking on everything.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body.
Tom's
And there's
done.
only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else.
Yes.
The whole thing
The knife
is
is
just a
missing
little
still.
too peaceful. What was inside?
Nothing.
Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
Okay.
Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care
I need
of
to
her
tell
stuff.
somebody about the paint that's missing. Maybe I gotta talk to everybody about those two paints.
Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Is that
Before
supposed to
it'll
be Flora?
trigger. It's
Possibly.
like, hey, how come the paint
Oh.
is different?
Oh, nice.
Okay,
You
two more
get some
things left for
weird
her.
insects around here, but I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box. In her.
Why?
For fun, obviously. That belongs to Flora, I think.
Okay, we've literally asked her about every item. I'm gonna go talk to him again about the paints, just in case. Nope.
What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
Let's ask him about.
You're
Tell me
the
about
one
you.
currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman. Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying.
Probably.
Keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of
That was
bitterness,
great.
does
I love
old
that.
Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival. Penelope
Penny.
seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Feudal. Let's see if it triggered anything. Nope. Okay, we'll just keep asking him shit.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Can you tell me about...
Anything we should know?
About everyone.
Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window?
She's not going
But
to say
we met
anything. We'll
Felix,
just
your
nap
husband.
through these.
Yes, I think that's
He's
her
one
whole
of our
bit.
suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try. We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of
We
super
spoke to
intelligent
everyone.
scientist. You must be proud of her. We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials? You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
It's a happy little dog. This. Okay. Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say, this was the one person I wouldn't have bothered doing.
How do I solve the puzzle that's here?
Clearly there's some kind
I'm
of...
still not sure about...
Should we take another look?
Yeah. I haven't seen these symbols, unless because they're reflective.
Oh, you mean symmetrical?
Yeah. Like, one looked like a number, but not all of them do. Do they look like the people?
It does feel a
In
bit
each
like...
area, like the piano person? Does this look like any of the characters.
I think your brain is breaking under the pressure of trying to.
Do you get what I mean, though? These are 4 locations in the house.
Yes. Well, why not have a look around? Go back to find those 4 locations. Have a look
Let's
in them.
come back later.
Okay, so the first one's the piano room.
So look around for some kind of weird symbol.
We've got pluses and circles.
Sheet music.
That's a lot of
Probably why they're on the floor.
Broken glass.
Yeah, that's from this.
Oh,
examined
we already looked
this.
at that.
Who plays the violin?
It's so I'm guessing nobody.
It's one
Wait,
of those
Don't
big...
touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
So we have all the cracked items. Could it be that each one of the cracked items comes from a different room and that's what's being depicted? No, it would have told us.
All right.
Spooky murder.
Spooky murder mansion.
Smells like a forest.
Could it be the shape of the window? No. Shape of the lamps? Whatever. The game's telling me I can't figure it out, so I'll just keep talking to people about everything.
If nothing else, it seems to move you on if you ask too many wrong questions.
I think it's kind of cruel to keep 3 birds.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh, she does.
Do you mind
She
popping
must
the
do.
oven on to 400,
But
please?
I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective.
They're not wrong questions. It's we asked somebody about a particular person, and then that person brings up a fact about one of the items. We've asked her about. Okay.
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet.
Okay, that's all of that.
Yeah, we already got that.
So we'll ask about everyone else.
Needless
Oh,
noise. from
Jesus
tongues
Christ, I
that
forgot the way she
spell,
talks about
unless
everyone.
Within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
What does taciturn mean?
Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow, seeker
Reserved or
past.
communicated
Is it
in
bravery
speech,
or
saying little.
surrender? Accepting that your world will rend nothing darker than the gloom. Some 4 walls make.
Okay.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown. An entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Do you think you could make up a poem about somebody on the spot like that?
Probably not.
Give me a person or character, and I'll try and make up a
Fluffy One Piece.
a round hat made of straw, a pirate ship, the food he doth gnaw. Oh shit!
Another one!
Somebody set something on fire under the bridge again.
Again!
People really got to stop doing that.
Where else are they gonna burn their furniture?
People should just stop burning stuff under our bridge. Just what? Well, I'll keep an eye on it, I guess. That's our job.
Well, I was gonna say, the other thing is that burning things over there is fine because it's all gravel. There's nothing you can catch on. That is a big ass fire. Jeez.
Is there anybody there? Can you see a person? Do you have binoculars? What are you holding then? Hang on, we're solving our own murder mystery. Not a murder mystery. We're solving our own. Right in front of all those other houses where you could easily be seen as well. And also,
No, never is.
we're us on our. Well, is there no person there?
No, I saw someone disappearing across the tracks. Incredible. The smoke is intense. Sometimes I think that's my genuinely what it is. It could be bored teenagers, or it could be someone doing something more nefarious.
Sorry, I've been distracted. Okay, where were we? Oh, he says Luffy. Did you say Luffy?
Feathers flashing in the light from a sunbeam
seems to be dying
gleaming
already.
bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage.
Oh no. Hang on. Oh, fuck. Oh, the Funhouse books are gonna come much later than I
Eavesdrop what
thought.
the stars are saying. Earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Okay, none of that's been helpful. Listen to all of Poppy's poems. I got an achievement.
Very nice.
Asked her about everything. I've asked her about everything. Okay.
Moving on to the next person. Next! See, this has become the check.
Fits.
This is the problem. This has become a checklist now. It doesn't feel like an investigation.
I'm sure if we were smarter, there would be something that we would
Well,
ask about.
I feel like
It's bigger in here than I thought it would be. It's glass. But I
Total
can't- I am not. Is that fruit?
Too shiny to be fruit. I think it's glowing a little too.
Safe to eat, do you think?
I'm gonna say no. Hanging baskets.
To you, maybe.
You're only 2 inches
2
tall.
inches makes all the difference.
Guess we'll ask him. About
Nice
everything.
painting. Gives you a pretty good idea of the
I would
layout.
ask about
The
everyone.
lake looks like it forms a perfect circle around the
I would
island.
forget about the
It
evidence
might
for now.
seem strange
Okay.
to you,
And then,
but
go
nature is
through-
quite
go through all the
capable of
people
producing
first.
perfectly
I think
geometric
that's where we're
forms.
going to get our
And those
clues.
mountain
Can you put in 2
cliff
chicken
things
strips,
around the
please?
outside?
We don't know much about them. They're
Fun to
unscalable.
make a salad,
Not even
unless you
Freya
want
could
one
have
as
gone
well.
up there.
What's that?
This painting, it's speculative. There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
Oh.
So Freya just made it up.
Let's call it an
And
informed
there's the
estimation.
place.
Who gave you that information?
Well...
We don't actually know who it was. We were contacted anonymously.
I see. And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out to be the murderer?
I never thought about that.
Honestly, that would be kind of fun. Like a twist, you know?
What do you think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her
And the firefighter
after
is
the
on the
murder.
wrong side of the street.
But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was kneeling on the floor. It's an egg with feet.
It was locked,
Oh, I didn't
but we opened
close
it. But it was empty.
Fun story. That
The
belongs to
gramophone.
Poppy.
So why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure.
Okay, tell me about...
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone. Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Grimoire's shocked face is my favorite.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, Maybe you can let me know.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Okay, well that's everyone. No triggers.
Alright. Moving on!
There's
He's not
something
gonna have
off
anything.
about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly.
I wish it would tell you which room is which when you hover over it.
Who's Flora again?
I don't know. I think that's Flora. That's Poppy.
This isn't her room, though. Oh, it's Flora's tower. So what's up with this thing? Where is it? Is it the yellow? Because it's been unused?
Oh!
Supposedly, looks like she
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
She would mix all the colors she would need before starting a painting. So there was something yellow in the room.
Maybe the second one.
There it is. The unfinished.
So,
Looks that way.
Or the bird in the window?
Freya's painting supplies.
She did have a yellow with her. What's yellow? Bright yellow. Is it the bird?
The bird or the bug?
She might have had a brooch that was like the beetle.
Evidently someone stole the beetle. That's the current situation.
Is it still raging?
No. I knew it. I knew people were talking about it.
There's something off about this.
what is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly. Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone. Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form. Felix made that? Huh. Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks. Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
And that's everything for him. And nothing triggered.
Person on the list.
We should search the astronomy tower is the clue given. What are we missing here?
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched.
So? Even the most well-used notebooks.
It's tidier than my desk. The notebook.
So? Even the most well-used There's something kinda... I just expected a
Does
bit.
it not compare to all the...
It's leaves.
Yeah, it's too cloudy.
It's also daytime.
Have you clicked
it's
on the
too
telescope?
cloudy.
It's also
itself?
daytime.
Every astronomy tower.
I want to try.
No.
Ah. Can you...
It's the tower opposite this one.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the
Don't you
window.
think it would fall off?
Maybe it's glued down.
Click on the empty
You can
thing.
see right into Flora's.
Not by
I can
accident.
see Flora, but she's not looking this way. Behind her is the back side of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
Click on the empty space where the other pot should be.
I can see the doorway. The door itself is on the floor. It's the tower opposite this one.
Is that a window?
I think it
Is
is.
there another room above?
We should check that next time we're over there. I can just about see the gramophone. Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
Interesting.
There's something about pointers, something.
Let's ask him about it.
So,
Suspicion.
Professor, what interests you about
Suspicion
astronomy
wasn't in
exactly?
our heads. It was only underneath
It's not a matter
the
of being
bed.
interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm. And how
How
long
deep it
have
is.
you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm...
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh?
You're gay.
Go on.
Sorry.
You're not really
Did you
interested
see the
in
other two
astronomy at all.
options?
Yes.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Is Pointer actually researching? Beetle, right?
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at
The crime scene.
the crime scene and not up at the sky.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
She was
Might not
wearing
have
it
been Flora
during
you were
the
spying
painting
on.
of the-
Might have
that's
been
why she had
Freya.
a yellow.
It's a very precious specimen.
I feel like we're near the end.
incredibly rare.
'Cause we only have one
Valuable
more
in
item to
ways
find.
you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check.
In the garden? Wait, that's...
That wasn't there
that wasn't
before.
there
That's
before.
bullshit.
This wasn't here before.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say?
I love his face.
Grimoire?
There it is.
Ah. You like
This is
music,
my new
simple
friend.
melodies will move his soul. Best of luck to you, Freya. Freya's alive, she's in the attic. It's because Freya has awakened a beast, and now she turns into that beast every night. She
What the fuck are you talking
Okay.
about?
I know this sounds crazy, but I think that's going to be the hard left turn this takes.
Freya's alive, and everyone's trying to hide the fact that she's really a, So take her to the bell.
Oh, no, I need to go to each person who plays a melody in those rooms.
You're right.
What do you think? Is it...
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well?
It's a perfect match.
Well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to
What
us.
about the little wooden toy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of...
I know what we have to do. Oh, what? Oh, okay. I thought it was credits and then I had to play a different game. That was the end of this chapter. Well, that's a good place to end the stream.
There you go. Thanks, Tangle Town.
And then you know what? Now that I've like actually solved another chunk of it, I'm gonna like no, because now I want to continue. I guess what's tomorrow? I don't have anything on tomorrow. Today was Wednesday, right?
Today was Wednesday, yes.
Friday. Was I doing anything? Let me double check, everyone. I'm gonna see if I can stream this tomorrow. As long as I stay productive. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? I mean, there's only like 2 people here, but I'm gonna continue this tomorrow night. Tangle Tower Part 3, baby. 7 p.m. I will see you all there. Have a great night.